Alright, this is Cape Canaveral, Florida. I figured I'd make a video of something I observed. This is our dirt. This is our sand. That's what we have. Now, if that's our sand, if that's our dirt, what's that? That does not look like that. I'm sure that's becoming more and more like that all the time, because that's carbon. Notice it's on, a surface. It's not flying up in the air like the CFCs do. It's not heavy. It's not lighter than air. It falls to the ground, so it can't be getting up there. It just can't be getting up there when it's plainly sitting on my bumper. This is what's on your cars. It goes about halfway up your doors. When you go to clean your cars, you'll see it there. Because this is our sand. This is our dirt. This is what our ground is. It's not. I'm sure it's getting closer and closer to this looking, because this is landing on that all the time. But this is carbon. As I said, it goes halfway up your doors. Ever wonder what that stuff is that's on your car all the time that you're cleaning off? Well, it's carbon. Not getting up into the air. The CFCs were lighter than air. And it takes 50 years to get up to the ozone layer. So we stopped using them about, 25 years ago, maybe a little less. So it's got another 20, 30 years of getting up into the ozone layer. Maybe that's what's warming the planet. And, well, I also have noticed a tremendous amount of birds in Florida for the last 2 years. Since I'm a northerner, I come from the north, and coming from the north where we had birds in the summertime and no birds in the wintertime, coming down to Florida was kind of a shock to not see any birds in the summertime. The last 2 years, I've been seeing a tremendous amount of birds. Way more birds than usual for the summertime that I'm used to. And, well, somebody said to me, well, maybe it's hotter up there than usual, so they didn't go up there. And I said, well, is there a bird telegram? Is there a bird hotline saying, hey, Joey, don't come up here, it's too fucking hot? No, I don't think so. It's possible that the magnetic field of the planet didn't give these birds the trigger to go up north. Maybe that's what we're seeing, but it's not the carbon, because the carbon's sitting right on my bumper. It's not the sand. That's carbon. So yeah, we got a giant problem with carbon. It's not the one that they're talking about. The problem we're having with carbon is that carbon right there. It's not only landing on my car and on the ground over here. It's also landing in that ocean over there. It's only about a quarter mile that way. And it's making the ocean acidic, and the real people are worried about the survivability of the smallest level of sea creatures in the ocean, and what that will do to the food chain of the ocean. That's a much, much bigger problem. They really should be talking about that one. A couple degrees with carbon, that's, it's on my bumper. It's not up in the air. Yeah, that's a little bit more important than 2 or 3 degrees. It's on my bumper.